Oh, wow. That's crazy. Okay. There's no trade, obviously. These are all bounces, which makes sense. No idea what this news means. QBTZ is flat? I don't see a setup. This one. An EP? Yes. I thought it might be a Y level here. Yeah, it's hard. There's not really any levels. This area is free game, I guess. 30%. So did there. Had to buy it at close. I didn't. I know the stream is unlisted, but Cookie. This thing had an offering. That's why it's at $2.50. Super annoying. Okay, though. I ended up purchasing it, probably a bit aggressively, because my buy was up there. So it looked okay, but you know. I'm sorry. Its scan says that this is a reversal. Our levels are here. And obviously $1. But we're above $1 now. question is there news? Let's go find out. No specific catalyst, according to FinViz. No SEC filings. Nothing on their investor relations. It's Creative Global Technology, right? Yes. And if we go on their website, it looks like it was made by AI. Which is fine, I guess. They sell iPhones? Weird. Okay, do they have investor relations? No, so there's literally no news. Alright, this thing's not going anywhere. Let's look at the stuff on my actionables that is up. I understand SGBX, but it was an entry kind of here, and it was a sell already, you know. Dude, there's no gap, so this one's harder to trade. Is it on my watch list? Because it's had big moves. Okay, so it's hard to buy something that's up a shitload in a row. I think the actual entry was here, and then you either wanted to exit kind of here or there, honestly. The middle or the high of the range. It's gonna stay on, but we have a few things to work through. Let's go through the big moves of recent times. What's the catalyst behind ARVN? So ARVN, I generally won't trade stuff on day one because of what you learn by watching SMB videos and personal backtests. So I think people love to short on day one. I think that's what goes on. So stuff gets choppy, especially if there's any resistance, which in this case there isn't. Like any levels at all will fuck with stuff. Levels like there. Look at that. Beautiful. It's really pretty. I don't think it's actionable unless a break above this high is considered a good trade. Which I don't know. There's no press releases on this? Oh, yep, there is. Jefferies London Healthcare Conference. This isn't working. Yeah, I mean, it's not like they got new cash or anything like that. Market cap is big. We know the company exists. Probably has employees. This is cool. Very cool. But I honestly saw this wick and I was like, I don't think I want to trade that ever. I didn't even look up the news. It just like, it looked too much for me. QUBT is moving. See, I like to buy stuff that's moving up. So there's no trade here, there's no trade here. Not yet. It should be on my watch list, and it is. This should not be on my watch list, and it isn't. Likewise for this. Yes. Okay. The thing is, we're not there yet. So, no point looking. Oh, yeah. SSP had a news catalyst. It is now breaking out. This is going to go on, like, high alert, which I should specifically make a watch list for, so I don't forget. Sick. Just like a second flag. Okay. What the? They look so similar. CGTL, no news. It's working, of course it is. I just want to make sure I haven't missed anything. There's no news. The last news was November 12th. It is on the watch list. Great. Okay, so now we just have to be on watch for new stuff, basically. I'll keep it at 7, but we're gonna watch for new stuff. There's nothing actionable today from this list anyways, so I'm not too concerned. Could have bought it here, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Next thing is we're looking for, obviously, CGTL, but there's no news, so I can't trade it. This is like my specific hourly scan. As far as reversals go, I don't know how to read it. It has volume, has a pullback, has linearity, uptrending. We've obviously broken the trend line, but there's other stuff here that counteracts that. He could have said it's probably a bit more reliable. I think you could also have said this, which seems to be making more sense right now. But I like this level that I drew. There's no trade in anything that's like down this much. Zyme could reclaim, and I like those trades, they're really fast. The range isn't huge, 80 or 7. There's... Did I miss a breakout on this? No, I didn't. I took another one instead. I took the one with the offering, like a chat. I think it's like it's still viable to me. Hasn't really stopped me out. Kind of crazy risk. And normally you want breakouts to like work, as far as I'm concerned. Dude, this is sick. Absolutely sick. What a beautiful reclaim. Holy. Oh no. Poor QBTS. Dude, this got faded hard. I loved this reversal. I feel like reversals require a lot of context to understand. Our PTX broke out. Why is it not considered a big candle? ADR 4. So it's actually technically too slow for me. Even though, yeah, I gotta remove it. Too slow. Not worth the effort. This guy never broke out again. You know, that was great. CBM had news. I was screenshotting stuff, so the perspectives are kind of wonky. Yeah. This thing's failing. Well, no, it didn't fail. It did 10% after the entry, I think. Oh yeah, it didn't fail. That worked. SSP. Is it possible to make one ADR trading SSP today? Absolutely. There's not really anything I'm missing. So that's good. My watch list is built. There's one reversal, so let's see. Let's rate our setups now. Okay, so that's a pullback, and those are fast. I don't have a full rating system for those yet. SSP. Let's just do it. That's Arval? Very good, right? Clearly. Extension? Very extended. MA50, don't have it on the chart. It's gonna be reasonable, right? Like, it's gonna be above this. Give it a 3. History. Oh yeah, 5. And pullback quality, that's a 5. Let's do it. Cool. I got filled. That's good. I set an alert at $5 just so I know? There is technically a level here. It didn't pop out at me. It's like, what? How did I draw my levels? You could put a level here. That makes sense. This, I'm not sure I agree. I'm not sure what to say. Let's think. As charts go back in time, they seem to care more about peaks and wicks, so this is a good level. If you unfocus your eyes, you should be able to see the levels. So this is another one. $4.93, so $5 basically. Go. Then, yeah, that's the end of this move. There's another level up here. And because this is all downtrending, I think generally prioritize the peaks. Like this. So, I wonder what the short interest is. I gave him my rating. It passed my quality control. The market environment is acceptable. Oh shit. It got slammed back down. I guess it was up 15 minutes in a row. Such a time knowing these short-term. Every time this stock has been up for 15 minutes in a row, it hasn't been slammed back down immediately. So what's the difference? Well, Newsday, high volume. I mean, high volume here. Oh, this is the content. I'm stupid. Look at this huge candle. Okay, I have to watch out for these. Let's add it to my list of checklists. Checklist. Market cap is 52 on this? I didn't know that. It's been a while. Oh. I get it, and that sucks. Yeah. That's why it failed. Never happened before. I wonder about reclaims of like these 8% candles. like target half the candle size, something, you know? This is obviously the same concept. Short it as it reclaims. Short it as it reclaims. I should probably make it a habit of just checking. Is there anything else to do? Not really. We're basically done. I got it right. That's so cool. Oh my god. I feel like I understand stocks now a lot more than I used to. Adding levels really helped. The hard thing with levels was like, where do you draw them? But there's this concept I had where it was like, okay, if you're trying to analyze a chart from the perspective of other people, the average person is not going to be very detail oriented. Like the market isn't going to do this and then be like, oh, we have a support line here. And let's zoom in on the 1 minute. Oh, perfect. Another support line there. And like maximally zooming into everything, right? Like that's not what the market's going to do. Most people are going to look at markets like this, you know? Maybe your time frame is an hour, but it helps to be zoomed out fully, I think. Or unfocus your eyes. Like if you don't, let's just remove my zoom ahead. Looking at this stock, right? If you're here, you have resistance here, 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 and then it accelerates. And so these become less meaningful over time, but they still exist. But if you're like unfocused, the major points are here, here, and so if you're trading it, it's literally in the middle of a range. It doesn't make sense to be like, this was caused by news, clearly. The only time it's in play is here, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. And you can figure that out by zooming out and then not looking, basically. As I zoom in to make sure it closed high enough. It's clearly attacking my level, so I can't really complain. Yeah, like these are clearly the pullback points along the way up, so they create horizontal levels in the future that work really well. And it's not necessarily, unless it's like very sharp, like a wick, like this. It doesn't necessarily create a very small margin of error, but it's like this wick here in the middle of this range that creates the level. that ends up working really well. And it's supported by these two wicks here. So you get a really sharp bounce. It's different from this. I wonder why it bounces here and not here the first time. Do you see what I mean? If we go here, why do we bounce? It's obvious, like, there's a lot of price action here, but it's more like you have that support box going on. That's kind of what's happening. Yeah, I don't like that concept. I'd rather just draw a line in the middle and get the best of both worlds. Like, if you're looking at this to determine support and resistance, support here, box, and there. Oh, it worked. There you go. And then same concept here where you have a wick and then a bit of a box. I guess that's how to do it. And then as you zoom out further, you need to start looking at the extremes. Like this level, I know it bounced here, so maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. We'll see. I'll get better at it with time. Sometimes you have to just tell by looking, right? Like the reason you have this reversal here, there's news, right? And then, so there's news, very aggressive selling, like reversal setups all the way, and then a level. And the level isn't like to the cent, but it's around $2. It's within 4% of $2. So I think the levels have, maybe I'm wrong about the aggression of levels, but that's kind of where I'm at. Let's see what this thing does. I wonder what its short interest is. Let's see. Short percent of float is 3.9% of SSP. So let's write it down. So people should be able to short it. Like it's not hard to get locates, I guess. Not sure. Pretty boring stock. I wonder if anything else is really moving. I really just have CGTL, which is bad. Obviously a bad setup. What is the average trader more likely to do? Are they more likely to say that this is the level? Or are they gonna like look for points where there's a lot of price action and determine the level? It actually doesn't matter. The ones that are gonna be the best will have the wicks, like the major price action. It may just be a time frame thing. So maybe with SSP, assuming I still have internet. No. How do I hide my It's all the same. I think I'm being too precise. there's news. There's a setup. There is chop, so that's bad. It means I shouldn't have entered early, basically. That's what it means. By entering early in a choppy low time frame, a pullback was more likely. I think the wicks are better. They kind of provide more extreme charts, you know? Either wicks or like very aggressive price action. It's kind of the same idea, but like a trend that's this steep creates a wick on a higher time frame. You know? Like, that's crazy to do that. So the wick is up here, obviously. And that should become a level in the future if price hits that. Question mark, 3.8. It kinda did. Look, bounce, bounce. Cool. Okay, maybe I'm confirmation biasing, but there we go. And so here, there's less resistance because of how clean the decline is. There's not really... Yeah, I wouldn't really give it an angle steeper than this to describe the decline. So any change in story could reverse the stock pretty easily, but it needs news. It's not like an oversold bounce. When the line is this steep, you get overbought conditions. When it's this steep, news creates the reversal. I think that's how it's working. Cool. This is why I'm recording. So when you have something this steep, you get the reversal. That makes sense to me. This aggressive reversal, this aggressive reversal. I wouldn't necessarily... Trader finds multiple time frame analysis. It makes sense because you either get... Okay, let's think about this. On this time frame, this is crazy, right? On this time frame, it's not so crazy. So there was news. That's what caused the wedge to break out. No, it's more like that. So you don't trade off these lines necessarily. Like this line here is not tradable, neither is this one. But it provides context into the rate of change. So when you get news here, it's not like the stock has sold off aggressively because of news. It's just like kind of meandered along. It makes it like easy for a catalyst to change the story, basically. So the story changes on some volume, meaning the stock becomes in play, I guess. That's the idea. And then I don't think this is a buy, but you get, like, I don't know exactly how to trade this range yet, because to me this looks crazy, but like, that's arguably a reversal setup. Maybe this is too. Maybe there are both reversal setups along the way. And I'm not sure you take a third reversal setup. But when I say reversal, I mean this is crazy move, right? All things considered, it's really steep trend. And then it gets choppy, definitely here. And I'm not certain that this is a good trade, even though it works. Yeah, I'm not certain that this is a good trade. But you could argue there are levels. I'm not sure about it. But I think this is better. I don't, because of the cleanness of the prior move, I think this makes a bit more sense. And the recency of news. But once you see chop like this, I think the stock dies a bit. that on there. It's a learning experience. So for me, breadth was declining, but I know the number of stocks making big moves are going up as far as SA goes. So I see like my trade's kind of failing right now. No, it literally hasn't gone anywhere since I bought it, except against me. So everything on my watch list is kind of putzing around, which is okay. There's no new breakouts. This has no news, so it's a piece of shit. Oh, let's look at the low time frame. It doesn't look very choppy to me. Like, I see the aggression and the pullback, but I wouldn't describe the low time frame like this. You know, it looks okay. This isn't good, but again, it's not terrible. It'll be interesting to watch how this plays out with literally no news. I can't believe I didn't get the story first time. It's kind of a huge sock. To move on a new investment officer is crazy. You know? Like, $1 billion stock gets a new officer, and... Oh, this was... They post a lot of news. They literally posted a ton of news. That's... I'm glad I sussed that out. It's actually this. It's phase 3. Adenocarcinoma. So that's cancer. I think. Could be wrong. Nothing is reversing. Despite IWM being in the drink, nothing is selling off in terms of my watch list. If it's set to the wrong time frame. Yes, I do. Okay. Could have traded this bounce. No bounces here to be had. Oof, that's brutal. I don't like that as a bounce. I think it's like a very small bounce, but this is a bounce. It's obviously reversing. But do you really want to... Ah, I see it. Okay. It's a reversal with a level, with volume. I like it. I was gonna say this stock is slow, but it's not. That's a good trade. Missed it. So I think what's going on is I missed the breadth, right? Like all the market is reversing and I'm trading breakouts. What am I doing? Well, yesterday it looked different, so I'm not actually insane. On this day, I thought this looked pretty good for a while because of this crap and like flag, breakout, higher. That's what I thought. So I think next time I'm in this situation, I want to be looking for maybe reverses and not breakouts, even though my SA is good for break. Like, I have some indicators that are like, oh yeah, trade breakouts. It's a good environment. But obviously, IWM doesn't necessarily support that right now. Neither does NASDAQ. Just keep selling. Crazy moves. I was thinking of buying UVXY here. I decided to long stocks instead. Okay, I think I'm starting to be really hard on myself. Stop the stream, watch it later as I'm supposed to, and that'll be the end.